different kinds, different genres of artists with us in the room and out there in the world, okay? You have everything as extreme from the rap hip-hop genres to the rock to the orchestral, film composing type of genres, okay? And everybody out there, I'm sure, goes, well, wait a minute, there's 5 million music artists out there that are online. How do I find my niche? How do I find my audience? How, you know, like a film composer, let's say, and they've got these wonderful orchestral pieces, or they have these wonderful instrumental pieces or whatever. How do they differentiate themselves from being in the pack of the rock music out there or whatever? You know, finding your audience. How do you target in on that audience? Whether it's a consumer audience or an industry audience, meaning the directors and the producers and the music people that help you get in the film, TV, and visual mediums and such like that.
I mean,
can I go for it?
Yeah, you can start it off.
This is my favorite question because it's exactly what you need that's going to help you monetize your art and your brand. When you find that niche market, you know you're doing it right because people start commenting right away. You log on to Facebook, you start getting excited in the morning, your Facebook numbers go up, your Twitter's rising, you're really excited. But the key is to do this right the first time. There are an endless list of tips and tricks for this. One thing you're doing, you're a rock artist. You want to have new fans from other rock artists like you who are in the market right now. You want to look at their fan bases and think to yourself, is this the fan base that I want to have for my band? So what you want to do is find an indie artist and a major, someone who's doing it very indie. They're hitting the road, they're touring locally, they're in your community, they're here in LA, they're in San Diego. Find who their fan base is. Look on their Facebook, look on their Twitter. They've got the kind of numbers that you want. Do the same thing with a major artist. Take those two artists, look at their fan bases. At this point, you've got millions of fans that now would probably like your music because you've decided their music is like your music. Now you target those fans. You specifically can use tools like a Facebook advertisement for something small, like $5 a day, and you can target those group names and those specific artists in your Facebook ad. Target only specific age groups. I know everyone's gonna like your music. 18 to 60 may like your music, but maybe your niche is 18 to 24. Target that niche. It's okay to open it up, but start really, really narrow. Another good tip is go on iTunes. Go on iTunes every day if you can. Check the charts. New and noteworthy albums are usually being reviewed. They're being reviewed by blogs and editors that would also review you. Look at the list, look at the title, look at the artist, Google that artist. When you're Googling, right where the search button is, and a lot of people don't know this, but there's a small button that says advanced search. You can click that, scroll down, and set the date to be the last 24 hours or the last week. So now you're searching for these affinity artists and the artists on iTunes in the last week that have been reviewed by blogs or web magazines that would also review your music. Now you've got a placement on a web magazine site that has 100,000 people looking at it, and you put your Facebook link. Then you make sure your Facebook and everything's up to par with the branding. Now you have new fans coming in. And then that way you didn't pay anything out. You didn't advertise. You actually used smart techniques to capture fan bases of existing artists. It's one way to do it.
That's beautiful. Everything she says.